Hello friends, welcome to ASP.NET tutorial. In this video, we are going to see how to update records via master detail relation. Here, if you see in the left side, we are displaying a grid view control, and this grid view control will list all the job titles. So there are job titles that is listed on 2 pages. Since it's a grid view, you can see there are multiple records displayed in one page. Here in this example, we have highlighted the publisher. That means once user clicks the select here, the detail view will get displayed. And the detail view shows 7 records here. That means there are 7 employees who belongs to this publisher job title. So as usual, user can navigate through all these records, and if they need, they can click this edit button and make modification to the employee. So this is one quick way of picking the employee based on the job title. And here we use the master detail relation. Master is here in the grid view. This is master, and once you pick the record, detail will be displayed in the detail view. Alright, now let's go ahead and build this example. Here now we are in Visual Studio, and we will create a new web form. And we will name this web form as update master detail.aspx. So switch it to design view, and we will add 2 SQL data sources. One, we will name it as DS jobs. So this will be supplying data for the master. And we will name the second one as a DS employee. This will be the detail record. Alright, so the second data source will supply the records for the details view. The first one will be feeding the data for data grid view. Next, we will insert a table. One row, 2 columns. We'll click OK here. So just press the Ctrl Z to remove it, because we want to position it below these controls. But those data sources are invisible control. Maybe let it go as it is. So here, this is the first cell. Here we will place our grid view, and then in the second cell we will place our details view. Now let's drag and drop the grid view and place it on the first cell. So we will create clone of the employee. So for that, I'm logging into SQL Server. So that's all. We created the clone for employee 1. Now employee 1 contains 43 rows. So here you can see employee 1, and we will set the primary key for this because it's a cloned table. So I'm highlighting the employee ID row, right click, set primary key, save the table. Next, we will drag and drop the detail view in the second cell. Here if you see, this is the second cell, and here is the detail view. This will act as a detail table. So here it is master. Let's set a uniform auto formatting. We will go ahead with professional, and we will set professional for the detail view also. So this DS jobs will supply data for the master, right? So what we can do, we will configure this data source. We will pick the connection string for pubs. So in this subseries, we already created the connection and we are using it. Then we will pick data from jobs 1. We just need job ID and job description. So this is enough for the first data grid view. I mean for this SQL data source. Then we will configure our second data source. This will supply data for the detail view. So picking the connection string. Here we are picking the employee 1. We will pick emp ID, first name, middle int, last name, job level, and hire date. So this is for display purpose. We picked all these columns. So the fields are selected. Now we will go to advanced because we need to support the edit action on the detail view, right? That's why we are generating the insert, update, delete statement. So this update statement generated by this wizard will be used whenever we want to update a specific employee. That's all. We have records ready for the detail view. So this is supplying employee, and the first SQL data source is supplying the jobs. Now let's go to details view and select data source as DS employee. So if you see, the detail view is now ready. Let's go ahead with the default pagination. For the grid view control, we will pick DS jobs. Now the grid view will display all the DS jobs. We can go for enable paging here, and here we can say enable editing. We can also ask for enable paging. We will bring up this property for the grid view. So data source ID is DS jobs. This is right, and data key name is job ID because that's the key column, right? So let's leave these as it is. Now we will go to DS employees. This should supply data based on the filter condition. We don't want to feed all employees. The SQL data source should feed data based on the record selected here in the master. So for that, we will again go to the configure data source. We should have done that previously, but now we are going in the edit mode, and here we will pick the where condition. We have seen this multiple times. Now this time the grid view is going to feed the data to the employee table, right? These are all the columns available in the employee. So the filter is based on job ID. So we will pick job ID from employee table, right? Next source we will give control, and control ID is GridView 1. So the GridView 1 will supply the job ID, right? We will add this condition. So now we are done with the where condition, and you can see that here @ job ID, this will be supplied by the user by navigating through the data grid view. That's all. We are done with the configuration. Let's save. If you need, you can put a title and other stuff, header, footer, side note, all those stuff you can put. But here, for simplicity reason, we're just using the grid view and the detail view that's here, which will act as a detail, and this is the master. Alright, now we will run it. So we need to increase the width. So what we will do, I think this is enough. So job ID, this much width is not required. Okay. Here we will set width as 100 pixel. Okay. Now we will run it. So to make the selection, we need enable paging as well as enable selection. Now we need to run this again. So here, if you see, this is the grid view, which displays a list of jobs, right? Now let's pick the acquisition manager, and if you see, there are 4 job or 4 employee who belongs to this specific job title, right? The same way you can pick any record. So if you see, the chief financial officer is only 1, chief executive officer also only 1, publisher there are 7 employees. Suppose if you want to do editing, you can click on the edit button and you can make the update. So this will be easy, and here you are making the update based on the job title. From job title you are picking the employees, then you are navigating to a specific employee and doing the update. Alright, that's all here in this video. Here master is displayed using the grid view and the detail is displayed using the detail view control. That's all here in this video. Thank you for watching. Bye.